The EDC. You say a resource here for businesses. We seem to be working. So
It's there in this building?
downstairs. Mm-hmm. We used to do in co-working and then we outgrew co-working, which is
Okay, since we're live, right?
yes, we are live.
I'd like to call to order the City of Whitehouse Economic Development Corporation meeting for June 18th, 2026. It is 12 p.m. Susan, would you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Bob Breedlove, Charles Parker,
Here.
Ernie LaFleur,
Here.
John Chambers, Maria Davenport, here, Tom Trimble,
Here.
and Jerry Akins.
Here.
We
Awesome.
have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Item B is the consent agenda. I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from May 21, 2026.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Item C is presentations. We have none. And item D is agenda items. Number 1, update on business retention expansion BR&E program implementation.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes, sir. I wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update of what I've been doing. The free program does continue to gain some momentum. Since launching in April, we've distributed a survey of approximately 219 businesses, and we've received about 12 to 13 responses back. I realize that's not a huge response, but it is not bad for a first response. The responses have been from a variety of industry sectors and just throughout the community. To date, 4 businesses have requested a follow-up meeting, and I have completed 3 of those. The 4th one, I'm just waiting for them to tell me when they are available for that follow-up. But in addition to that, the Chamber and Ashley and I have been doing what I call informal business retention and expansion visits. So we partnered up and we've been going and visiting just various businesses. We just kind of pick where we think might be good, and we go and visit.
Just pop in.
We pop in, ask them if they're willing to take a picture with us, and then we've been spotlighting them on both of our Facebook pages.
Nice.
So it's kind of we haven't officially named it, but it's kind of a shop local initiative that we want to do. We've talked a little bit, and we'd like to do a formal shop local. Maybe we're going to try to work on that and have something maybe available around Christmas time, before Christmas, so we can get that off the ground a little bit. So all the feedback that we've been receiving in those formal briefs that I've done is not really something. It's all been positive. The only somewhat, not even negative, it's just questions they have are more about what it's city questions, right of way, sometimes about infrastructure, that type of thing. So whenever I get those, I forward that on to Leslie, city manager. So for her, but most all of it has been things that the city is already aware of and is already working on. So during that revisit, that is explained to the business. But I do let them know that there's just concerns that I'm hearing. So we're trying to keep all the lines of communication open. Let's see. The other common things that I'm seeing just from getting the surveys back in, even if they don't want a actual meeting with me, is they're looking for help with marketing, workforce recruitment, and just they comment on the rising operational costs. But we have had several, I'd say, of the responses that they are looking to possibly grow in the future. So that's a good thing.
On the recruitment and retention challenges, did they go into what those are? I mean, does it have anything to do with workforce development or
a little bit?
Training?
The one that stands out in my mind was with Hawkins Automotive, and he is looking to hire mechanics,
qualified mechanics?
qualified mechanics, and so that's the one that stood out in my mind. And my thought is to try to get with the school, because I don't know, I can't remember if that was
one of their 13.
But I think it is.
I think it is.
So that would maybe be something
That would be
to
great.
help them with.
Yeah, there's there's a shortage of mechanics.
So,
There's a shortage of skilled labor,
Yeah.
period.
in general,
Yeah.
yes. So that is my report on that. If you
Those
have
are
any
great.
other questions, I'd be happy to try to answer those.
Well, first I wanna welcome
Oh,
Ashley.
yes, I'm so
Yes,
sorry. We didn't
yes.
welcome Ashley, I'm sorry.
Meeting.
Everybody
Um,
did individually.
At the last meeting, you know, I brought up that, you know, here we are trying to foster partnerships
Yeah.
and head things in a certain direction. And then we don't have anybody but the chamber here actually helping us stay on track. And so welcome to the meeting.
Well, thank you.
Glad you're here.
I'm glad to be
and
here.
Thank you for coming. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, and I hope this is an ongoing thing and you'll
You're on my
participate in our
calendar.
conversations. So, anyway,
Thank you.
I love the partnership that y'all are going to do this together
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
it shows kind of a unity in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody asked about like facade upgrades or anything like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's one of the programs I want to get in place, but I needed to get this handled and a couple of other things, and then I can work on.
I was
doing
just
something
curious
like that.
if it was brought up when y'all.
Is that gonna be presented as one of the resources for local businesses?
I would like to, but I need to
No.
get the program in place
Oh,
before I
first,
really
yeah,
start
before
talking
you-
about it.
Yes.
Tell them
So
we can have it.
I can bring the program to you and we can outline the parameters, you know, what requirements you want of them to be able to get that before I start talking about it.
Sure.
I don't wanna promise them and not be able to deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was more of a was anybody just mentioning that?
Yeah, no one
Right.
has yet, no.
Not
Like
that we would
upgrading
offer it.
storefront.
Well, they may not even know to mention that, you
Right,
know?
it's a possibility, but again, I don't want to put something
Right.
out
No,
that,
yeah.
that you guys are not comfortable with doing.
By the way, are you interested in?
Yeah.
I can't deliver it, but are you
But
interested?
are you interested in doing it? So,
But good to know that that's coming up.
you look like you wanna say something.
yeah, I've decided not to.
It's my favorite.
Record this thing.
No, it was, all right, I'll go ahead. Many years ago, I came up with a crazy idea, and I'm known for crazy ideas, but, you know, at the time, I had proposed to city council of coming up with a matching grant idea for, improvements limited to a certain amount of money. In other words, it'd be like a 50-50 grant up to like $3,000 or something for outward appearances.
Facade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was something that I certainly would like to be a part of, but you know, that's making the community prettier, maybe helping their business grow, but is it really growing jobs and what our basic function is?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's a debate,
It's the balance.
and it's a
Right.
balance there, and it's something certainly in the future that if we, as Tom asked the right question there, are we getting those kind of questions? So, if we get those and we see that that's something, that's necessary, or if we really wanna steer some of these less attractive places in town to a better place, then that would be something we could consider at some point.
I think Jacksonville's a good. Like when you look at what they did, and they have a facade grant down there,
Mhm.
and it's 50-50 up to a certain amount, exactly what you're talking about. And the downtown area has used it, and it attracted businesses
Yeah.
into that downtown area because they had that, because they were doing it. It was, if you go down there now, it is spectacular.
Mhm.
I mean, it looks like a different place, so I think they do work. If we ever wanna put that on the agenda, I'll,
Well, I think it's a good
Well,
I
idea.
do too.
That's the reason I phrased it back. Tom asked the right question,
Right.
which opened the door to it a little bit, so.
How
thank
come you didn't get it passed back then?
No money.
Ah, gotcha. Because with 25,000 to 50,000 going through here every day, I mean, you know it's going to attract attention. Pretty just does.
I think theirs was 25,000.
Oh, no, she's talking about traffic count.
Oh,
Are you
traffic.
talking about, yeah,
110.
we couldn't do like,
Yeah.
yeah.
when you go in the communities that have that, you immediately get a sense that, hey, they got it going on
Yeah.
here.
They
And
can.
that there's a sense of, it's a town that's
Mhm.
together, and
Yeah.
so there's a lot of side benefits there. I bet Keep Whitehouse Beautiful would love to get involved in it some too, in some way, if we had a program like to help us, you know,
Mhm.
market it to the businesses.
Yeah, and over the last year,
So-
the chamber opened up a grant. And
So-
so we are doing up to 1,000, but we just talked at our last board meeting, like, what more could we do if we opened it up to possibly like 2,500, something like that. Because we just helped pay for the core chiropractic sign.
So
Cinnamon
what I'm
Center,
hearing
yeah.
here is that you guys would like to place that item on
On
our
agenda.
future.
Yes.
I would like to.
He's
Yeah.
trying to
So-
steer us
Now,
back.
we
to the
can't
agenda.
continue the conversation
Yes.
under the agenda item,
Yes.
that's where I'm
Yes.
trying to go with that.
Well, it is.
Keep
it
us
is-
on track,
It is
but,
retention and
it,
expansion.
yeah.
but if you'll make
But
note of
yes,
that,
yes,
we
I
can
have.
certainly breach this in detail at a future agenda.
Yes, I've done so.
Keep us
Good.
legally
Those are very,
compliant
that's a
here.
good idea.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Even though it's my old idea, it's, anyway, never mind.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on to item 2, discussion and update on the retail coach.
Get to the right one where I can look at my notes. Okay, so as y'all know, Retail Coach went to ICSC Las Vegas in May. I've since had a call with them with a little bit of an update on that. They did meet with numerous retailers and restaurant operators at that event. They came back with about what they feel like for us is about 3 really strong possibilities. They have many possibilities that they talk to, but for us specifically, just those 3. As a result of that, they are going to go after those leads very strongly. The other thing that we have going on that I really wanted to tell you about is, what is it doing? Sorry, I'm having issues with this. Okay, whatever. We have, I told you at the last meeting that they wanted to work more strongly on getting us retail restaurant space. And so I have had a call with Retail Coach and a local real estate developer. He has since come to town and looked around, has identified a few sites. He did not look at this as who owns it, if it's one property or if it's going to take multiple properties, but he came back and did present these areas to us in a second call. And so now Retail Coach and I are taking those, and then we're going to start looking at the ones that we think are viable. There were a couple that I know the city would say, no, it's not going to happen. There was some that was near one of the schools, the school property. The school is not, they're not going to give that property up. So the others that have been identified, we're going to start looking at that and see who the owners are, if there's any interest, that type of thing, and then we'll go back and present it to this real estate developer. So
Were they mainly along 110 or
they were mainly along 110. Now, Caleb with Retail Coach and I, when we had the second conversation with him, we did show him some of the others. One of those was out with Mr. Hall at Forestdale. We explained, about his willingness to work with a developer and get something out there, the outreach that he's already done to see about getting actual tenants in that area, and just reminded him of the lake traffic and then all of the housing that's already around it that would be customers. So that's what they came back with, was mostly 110, but we did make sure that he knows all the other sites that we have along 346, and like I said, specifically with Mr. Hall.
Good.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Anything else on the retail coach?
what's,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what kind of, when they said there were 3 opportunities, I mean, restaurant, shopping, what category?
There were more restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are working on a pitch deck, I didn't tell you this, we're working on a pitch deck for a national quick serve restaurant that everyone would be really happy with. That's all I can say. A pitch deck, because that was one of the people that they met with in Las Vegas, and we've been in their talks before, kind of in the mix of where they maybe this Whitehouse would be a good place and things like that, and so now we feel like we're at a good place where we need to go in with a strong sales pitch. So we worked on the pitch deck, and when you were talking about traffic counts, during that research, we have 23,000 cars between here and like where Whataburger is, that section, every day.
That's very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cars. So we've got the eyes looking.
Yes, they're looking.
We
They
need to give
really
them
are
something to look
to
at.
look at. That's a big part of the problem. Is there's just not
Mhm.
actual space to put someone in.
It looks like right now a town you would just drive through on your way to somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't want that.
We like people to drive here and spend their dollars here, but we also want to have services that our citizens want and need,
Yes.
and will stay here and spend their money here.
Okay. Going once. Twice. Moving on to item 3, discussion, consideration, and action on strategic planning workshop dates.
Yes.
Tom, I don't think you were here at the last meeting, so I'll recap just for your benefit. The city is redoing their vision plan, and I think it is incumbent upon us as the EDC to, as much as possible, again, going back to why Ashley's here today, is continue this cohesiveness of making sure that we're all on the same page. And one way that we do that is by aligning a strategic plan as closely as possible, and still stay within our mission and values and the things that we want to accomplish, but merge those ideals where we can in with what they're trying to accomplish as well. I think if we just continue down the same pathway, we are prone to possibly not necessarily wind up in divergent situations. And that's where I see historically EDCs get into a lot of trouble because they go off on their own thing and they're not aligned with what the community wants. They're not aligned with what the business community wants, and so you can wind up really spreading yourself or doing a mission that doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. So to prevent that, I want us to start thinking strategically. And one of the examples I used in the last meeting is, I know we had a lot of discussions in the past about data centers. Well, now then we all know, first of all, you can't put a data center in a 4x4 square, because that's all Whitehouse is right now. And we don't have the resources to take care of that, and they're highly controversial. So, let's focus on what we can do and what is best to maybe fix blighted properties, encourage businesses along the right corridors. Let's do the things that are within our ability to do, and not try to take a big giant leap thinking that suddenly we're going to get 1,000-person company to come relocate to Whitehouse, Texas, because the odds of that happening are slim and none. So let's do what we can do to make Whitehouse better and grow the business side of it and grow the tax base and continue to do those kind of things. And let's make sure that strategically lines back up with what everything else. That's my view. But again, that's why you have strategic planning, because it's important that everybody shares some similarity within those steps.
when we do these workshops, it will be nice to have some of the folks that are working on the vision to attend and maybe give us a little presentation as well, so that we are very in tune. I know I've been to quite a couple of the public meetings, and it's great what they're doing. It just I agree. Everything we do needs to be in tune with what the other folks are working on. If we're not, we're just spinning our wheels.
That's one thing that I wanted to bring out while we were talking about this. I know, Charles, you said let's look at July, but city council, let me back up. The city doesn't have even a product that they can put in front of city council yet. So city council hasn't seen any of the data that has come about yet. So, I mean, if you want to start workshopping in July, that's fine, but we're not going to have anything, we're not gonna have all of the updated information to start that in July. They aren't expecting to be able to do that until possibly late summer or into the fall, before that's presented to city council, according to city manager. Now, what we've heard as we've been in the meetings is that what I'm hearing come out of this, and Tom, correct me, because I know you've been to a lot of them, is that that's what citizens are really looking for. They're looking for placemaking. They're looking for the services, restaurants, retail, that type of business. That's what they're more interested in seeing currently, which is kind of what we've been focusing on anyway.
It seems like everybody wants the amenities.
Yes.
Yeah.
They want
Something to
of
do on
living
the
in
weekend.
a
They want
community.
something to do, entertainment. They want to be able to shop here or eat here. Which one of the things that we were at the Tyler 2.0, Tom and I saw the presentation from Fitzpatrick, and one of the words that stuck in my head from that presentation is linger. You want people to come and stay, but you have to have something for them to want to come and stay for.
I think that's also something we need to think about when we talk about the workshop is what they're doing in Tyler. I hate that. I mean, it's not always the way to do it, but what they do in Tyler will impact us and what we're doing here. So getting a cohesive plan for Whitehouse should include what we see, because if they're building something and it's going forward and we're thinking, oh, well, we want to do that here, probably need to do something that accentuates that or
But not the
it
exact
helps
extension
that
of that,
versus competes
Well,
with it.
And on the other side of that, Tyler has their unique model with how they run their EDC and how it's funded, all through private sponsorships.
No,
But-
I'm not even saying
But-
EDC. So
It's the chamber, it's the city, it's the whole.
yeah,
I
it's-
understand,
Yeah.
but they're strategically aligned,
Mm-hmm.
and that's on purpose,
Yes.
and that's the way they set it up. And this is the way that we need to set that up too.
Agree.
But by the same token, when we have those strategic planning conversations, we also have to look at, do we want the EDC to just be the portion of the half-cent sales tax, or do we want to drive membership? Those are questions that would be vetted out while we go through this process. I mean, and what do we want this to eventually look like, and how does that fit? And is that even a possibility? Because, the last big thing that I remember, and I'm sure there's something since then, but I remember Yellowwood coming in, for example, and the EDC backed that. So certainly, I don't know, I don't really see that coming to Whitehouse, but is that a possibility? I mean, but again, those are conversations that you have to have when you're ferreting out. We've got a strategic plan with our bullet points, right? I mean, that
outline.
Tom Mullins.
Tom
Thank you.
Mullins.
I just went blank, that Tom helped us with. But I think now we look more at the vision planning side on our side of it. And if you look at what the city of Whitehouse has now, and you can kind of see where that's probably gonna end up, and I think you're right. I think it is gonna be geared more toward services for the citizens and how that impacts future growth in terms of people moving here, future housing developments, those kinds of things. And I think the service industry around that is probably where our niche is. That's my guess, but again, those are conversations that we need to have. Now, the question is, do you want to start this conversation? Because you're not going to fix this in one workshop, one
Sure,
meeting,
yeah.
or whatever. I mean, it's probably going to take 4 or 5. To tell you the truth, unless you want to spend a whole day or 2 days really going for it and hire somebody from outside to come in and do all this for you, or do you want to just kind of do something simple and just sort of come up with our own little SWOT analysis and our own look at this going forward? I mean, that's really the question in my mind. So, how far do you want to go?
I think that's where your workshop will have the value, is just let's get together and talk about where we want to go with this and how strategically we can do that. I think you're 100% right. Strategically, we need to be aligned with the chamber and the city and everybody else, and everybody go at this and be partners.
Teamwork, yeah.
Obviously, we're great partners with the chamber. You guys are going and talking to people. Leslie's here all the time. She's a great partner. So I think we're going down the right road. It's just, I'd love to just have a smaller meeting. I don't think we need somebody to come in and tell us we need to be aligned when we know we need to be aligned. That's just a waste of money.
Exactly, Tom, I'm on the same sheet of music. Let's keep it small and learn to walk, crawl and walk before we try something big. And like you say, very often they come in and tell you the obvious and charge a bunch of money. And I don't think we're at the point where we need that. Let's just.
I don't. I certainly don't. But in the interest of throwing all the options
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
that's my job.
That's a common thing that happens, but.
Yeah.
Well, we have a strong foundation of things that we can be working on until we get to that point.
But in the meantime, I say we punt that till August instead of July.
Okay, because that gives me time,
That gives you
because
time.
I'm gonna have to
put a few-
facilitate this.
Right.
And y'all are asking me, which is fine, but you're just asking me something out of my comfort zone. I can do it, you're just gonna have to give me some time to get it in place.
Can you run the
Susan.
chamber's office?
You can,
Susan, I'll gladly help you with it. I've done
I know
these
you
things
will.
before.
I know you
So,
will, and but we have to have time to
Yeah.
think of,
I think
Think it through.
we have 100% confidence that you can facilitate this and make it a very productive workshop.
thank you. I'm so glad you did.
We're not worried.
I'm not worried. No, we'll do it, it's just, I was hoping y'all weren't wanting to do this in July, cause I don't think I'll have time to get it done.
No, I'm with you. July, do August,
Just a few weeks
because
away.
I think there's a lot of things that'll happen before August that may be able to help us through this.
Okay. And it does make me feel a little better, you're talking about not just one, where we come up with the whole plan in one
No.
day. I can at least get something together for a pre-meeting for me, that type of thing, where we can outline what we want and then maybe set up future. We get started on something, but then outline the rest of it at a future time.
So the August meeting would just be for us planning, and then whenever they're ready, we meet with them. You said maybe even early fall.
Well,
No,
okay,
that's, this is just us,
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
And we don't need to think about, really getting into the weeds with if we need to massively change things until the city finalizes.
Right.
I mean, not just sees it, but
but they're
finalized.
ready with it. Yeah.
This is just an alignment meeting to think about, in my mind, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but I'm hoping we're on the same page. This is just an alignment meeting to kind of, evaluate our SWOT, a little bit, and look at what we really think our future might be. And we've outlined it, we've discussed it, but, let's put a few more things down on paper. And then maybe we're working toward that single goal, because some of our conversations here over the past year have shotgunned and gone different directions. And I don't really wanna have to rein that back. Not that we're against some far-fetched idea that comes out and would say no to that by any stretch. We wanna be open-minded, but let's drill it down so that we stay focused, is what I'm thinking in my mind. But
And if I may, one thing I would like to see come out of this too is, you talked about the work plan that Mr. Mullins created for us. There's a lot of that that's done. So at this point, I need direction. I need some direction of where we want to go, which is what this will do. So I know that I'm steering the ship in the right course.
I hope in a workshop,
now, I would like to have Ashley,
Whatever you want.
Well,
if you're amenable.
if I may, I was thinking chamber and probably city, have the city
Yes.
manager here.
Yeah.
As well.
Sure,
That way
sure,
we
yeah.
have input from the main branches of our pantry.
I was counting on Leslie, I didn't,
She's like,
even though she's absent
She's
today.
absent, so, yeah.
I would hope that, certainly in the initial workshop, that we could do more than just, brainstorm random ideas. That, I think one of the things that's hurt progress here is we don't get into enough specifics of what opportunities could be. Where are some maps of where are properties that could be available? What are the characteristics of them?
Yeah,
What could fit, what kind of, retail coaches doing all kinds of work. Okay, well, tell us, what do you find out? What kind of businesses are attracted to what? Right now, we don't have I don't think a good feel for, what could be the possibilities to do intelligent brainstorming on them, because the facts haven't been laid out of what's available for us to work with.
Our available properties are on our website. I keep that updated weekly, so, I mean, it's there. I mean, it's hard for me to print out a big enough map, and it changes every day,
Or we can
so,
project it on a screen.
yeah, so,
I'm just saying that we don't talk about those and what could we do in this group, and I would think that would be a real
Like, is your retail
foundational
code,
activity.
yeah, looking to fill those
What could be
buildings?
the opportunity for certain
the problem
situations?
is we don't have buildings.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I can tell you right now, if they had someone right now, we don't have the place to put most of them.
Yeah.
They're quick serve type restaurants.
We've talked about where our plan is going, but we're kind of starting to get into the weeds of the actual plan. And so we
Okay.
kind of left the end zone, agenda-wise. So
Well, that's a hindrance.
the agenda is a hindrance, and that's why you have workshops.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about.
Exactly.
That's what we want in a workshop.
And this is where all of this needs to come out, so that we can get it off our chest and figure out if this is something we all agree with. So keep track of what you just said, Ernie, because I'll forget.
Okay. No, I won't.
Susan.
No, I've got some of it.
And so we've talked about move it to August. We need at least some time to do this. This can't be done in an hour.
Agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So, do we wanna do this on a Saturday? Do you wanna do it on an evening? What,
That just started sounding Dr. Seussish.
in a box, with a box, I don't know.
Do y'all do like Friday, like 9 to 12 or something like that?
I
Is
can-
that
As long as it's scheduled way out in advance, I can block off the whole day for me, and then I don't mind doing that. If y'all don't mind me stepping out every once in a while,
I'm in the same boat you are.
but yeah, I think a full, a full go at it for at a minimum 4 hours.
Yeah, a half day minimum, yeah.
I would like probably a little bit longer than that, so
I would too.
mid morning to mid afternoon. You could do a Friday.
Yep.
I'd be fine with that.
You know, Friday like a 8:30 to 3, as far as the time frame goes, and that's kind of what I had in mind. That gives you time for lunch and
No,
some
you have
sessions.
you could have somebody could buy lunch.
who?
We can talk about that. We can have, I may have, we can get into specifics later about that.
But it would be. I think that's
Beneficial.
at a very minimum. That's what we need to do.
I agree.
Well, then I will look at the schedule, see who's here. I know Leslie has, already has a lot on her August calendar, so let me look at hers. So she can be here. Ashley, I'll send you dates, and then I'll send it to everybody else. I'll send you out, hopefully a couple of dates.
Yeah.
Don't schedule anything on Fridays
Yeah.
in August.
And then check with IAC.
My work agenda.
You can update them, and they can go off of whatever you say.
Are we gonna still have to be there? They
Just
can
need
carry
3 of
on
us.
without us, so, yeah.
Okay. To be determined.
Yes.
Item 4, consider future agenda items.
All right, that's good.
Kim,
That's tough before doing the workshop will determine a lot of these future agenda items.
exactly. And the other thing that goes with that is, and Ernie brings up a good point, you know, we're restricted by the agenda on these things. And I would like to see a more free discussion, but I don't know how you legally can go off the rails and not get in trouble. So, would you investigate that and see if we could just have open discussion?
Is that not?
No,
I'll tell you, in the Tyler EDC, there was a lot of open discussion. There wasn't this kind of restriction.
Aren't they, since they're funded differently, that's,
It's very different.
that's the
Very
biggest.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are there are members, and
Right.
they've contributed dollars to be there.
but
But we aren't that way.
we're taking public
Public
funds,
funds.
They're not subject to open.
I see what you're saying.
public versus private,
Yeah. That may be a fundamental difference.
major.
I mean, I can ask a couple of the EDCs around here, like Jacksonville, they're the same, they take public funds.
Right.
Maybe ask them how they, I think, I don't know if Longview does or not, I had contacts there. I'll see what I can find.
Anyway,
Maybe that would fall under executive session.
Well, we could start having way more executive sessions, but I don't know.
then even with an executive session, the way
You're
that you're doing
still-
it, you have to
yeah.
list what you're actually
What you're talking
talking about.
And there's only certain things we can talk about
Right.
under executive session.
So you,
Our
and
meeting
trust
will
me,
make it.
trust me, one thing you do not wanna do is violate the Open Meetings Act, cause that is,
We're all in trouble.
no. Just say no.
Big hassle.
Even by accident, you know, if you do apologize, move on, and disclose everything that you did.
And don't do it again.
Don't ever do it again. Yeah.
Talking of Open Meetings Act, one thing we could do is we could do like a update, a brief, a refresher, that's the word I'm looking for, on the Open Meetings Act. I can set that up, so everyone could
That's probably a good
go
idea.
That's
through
a
it.
great
Because I
again.
think there've been a couple of changes
There has been.
since I was last through that course.
That's a great idea.
That's a good idea, yeah. Well, with the workshop, a lot of the things could happen in a workshop, and then you'll have a more defined
Yes,
agenda.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think the workshop would fill in that gap.
So a pre-workshop, workshop.
One of the things, we can think about is what you see with some counties and some other things where they do a monthly workshop, monthly meeting. So your workshop is a discussion of things going on and the plan. Your meeting is more formal and just
To take your action.
Yeah, and maybe that's what we move to at some point. I mean, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
we would be required to go to more meetings.
Yes,
But
that's the other thing. More meetings.
or a longer meeting.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Keep maybe do it
yeah,
all in
do
one
a
day.
workshop and a meeting
Workshop
Yeah.
and a meeting.
side by side. Yeah, I could do that.
Where you could block that off.
But that's something we can talk about in our workshop. later.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
You don't do that.
Okay, moving on. I didn't hear anything else that needed to be added to the agenda. Thanks everybody for your input. Administrative reports from staff.
Here is our dashboard. Bear with me a second. I don't know. We had some technical difficulties in the room this morning, so I'm having to do this a little differently. Everything is pretty stable.
I like the trending up on the website visits. Views look good.
Yep.
What happened in March right there?
On which one?
On the website page views?
Is that when you went to your conference? Yeah, I did I think there was a conference and I had where I spoke at the TEDC. I had something. There was just a couple of posts that kind of it skewed.
Everybody come up to your computer and get on there.
Yeah, it skewed everything.
Okay.
So yeah. But I mean, we're trending up again, and I'm hoping that it will be even more and more as people visit our Facebook page. Maybe they'll want to come and check on the website as well.
Okay.
So Susan, you handle all those social media posts and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Not
I try to anyway. It's proud to say we had a site visit because the real estate investor came out. That was nice. And then here's and remember, this is all for May. I've seen Facebook followers with the posts that we've been doing with the chamber that has gone up, but it's not reflected here.
Right.
I won't see it until next month. And then here's my Bree visits. And still, the RFIs are RFIs that I would respond to if I could from the state. Most of the ones that the state sends out to us,
And those are,
we don't have the land, we don't
Right.
have the power capabilities. I look at every one of them that comes out in hopes that there's something that we could respond to, but okay. Any
check
questions?
with me before saying we don't have the power capability.
For a
We
data
don't
center.
currently. I would think there's going to be some. The ones I've been seeing lately
They're big,
are
yeah.
big.
But some of them
If
that
there
come
was-
out from the governor are only asking for,
Yes.
2 megawatts, and so
Right.
that's easily doable.
But they want 50 to 100 to
Yeah.
250 acres of land altogether,
I know,
and
you can't,
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have that available.
But-
One and not the other.
Yes, yeah. No, I would always check with you, Tom, before I.
before we say no on
The-
power capabilities,
most-
let me know.
What I look at first is how much land they
Yeah.
need, and if they need direct access to rail, or if they want to be within 15 miles of, the interstate, that type of thing. Those are all requirements sometimes that I'm like, or they want to be within 30 minutes of a major airport. I don't know, is Tyler considered a major airport? It's not ever been to me. When I think of a major airport, I think of Dallas.
International.
It's called a regional airport.
Yeah.
Right, so those are all things that typically don't,
Yeah.
that hinder me from,
Requirements,
yeah. So, oh, wait, where?
Does 49 kind of count as it's not a quote interstate, but can that kind of count has access to a
Possibly.
major thoroughfare.
It's access to I-20,
Yeah,
so,
and it's,
but it really needs to be completed all the way around.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it can be considered access
It
to
can
the
be,
interstate. But it's a toll road.
And
That's the only thing.
that's.
And it's always gonna be a toll road. And it's dangerous. Off topic.
Okay, moving on. Are there any other questions about the dashboard?
No,
Okay, let's see, what do I have here? This is MBIA. Where's my other one? Okay, that one didn't. Let me do Austin Bank first. That's MBIA stuff. There's Austin Bank. Okay, so here's our bank account. So the transfer in for sales tax for us was 26,000. I did buy some items from Proforma
These fancy pens.
and also got the eyeglass cleaners that everybody loves. So I have those too. If y'all would like that, I'll drop it to mine. Where'd my mouse go? To give a little spin real quick. Yeah. So that's the end of that one. Any questions
These
there?
links are also on the website through the
right, yeah.
through the city.
Yes.
So if y'all have
Yeah.
time to review those.
Yeah, it's on the when I send the agenda packet out, it's there.
Yeah, I looked at it this morning.
So, and then here is, so Charles, if I don't need to keep going over these, that's fine. I just
No, I
thought y'all like to see them while we're here.
it's good to bring it up as discussion.
Yeah, we had
I just wanted to remind
$1,300
everyone.
in interest and balance of our MBI, our taxable account is 418,000.
That's good.
So, any questions on that? So go back to here. Present.
Awesome. Okay. Any other questions or input on reports from staff?
Oh, we have the chamber.
Did I miss one?
That's number one.
I'm sorry. Here I talk about you all game and then I'll do this and leave you out.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this one time. This is new members. I just will be bringing our current. So whatever I update at our chamber meeting on the second Thursday, I'll just be bringing here. So I'm not actually a true month behind. This goes until our chamber meeting.
Their reporting is a little different than my
Yes.
reporting.
Our new members are Camp V, who obviously serve Whitehouse. Girl Scouts is coming to Whitehouse. We're getting our own, I don't know what they say, call it a chapter, they call it a troop. I'll find out more. Whitehouse Counseling there at, I believe it's called Hill Creek now.
It's the building with the duck pond. The yellow building
Yeah,
with the duck
they
pond.
just recently changed names. It was
Yeah,
Plantation.
it was Plantation.
Yeah.
And now it's
But-
Hillside, Hill Creek.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. We're gonna do the ribbon cutting at 2 today. Alicia's Bounce Castle, they're in Whitehouse, Texas, but not city. Domino's Pizza is new, Cultivated Cowgirl Mahjong Company. It's one of the things that brings people together. It's actually located in Troop, but will serve Whitehouse. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing and New Generation Learning Center. Those are our new members. Our renewals are there. All great. We like all of them. We're gonna keep all of them. And then
I like
we
one
have
of those real well.
yeah, there you go. And then we have 270 current members. We actually have 12 that are in pending. We leave in pending. I didn't put their names on here because it's public, but we have 12 that people fall in between payments. Like they might be like 2 days late on paying. Some people have to do check inquiries, but we have 282 that are members of the chamber. 12 of them are just in that pending status, and that means that their date has expired. that they have to do their membership, but then we give them a 90-day grace period. So 12 are in that 90 days, and sometimes it's just that their check's in the mail or they haven't seen their email yet or something like that.
That's a lot of members.
But we have 270 that are paid, yeah. Everybody's in good standing.
For a,
How many members were there when you started?
We had, my very first meeting, we had 89 paying members. So 89 members in good standing. So that would be the 270 number. And we used to always have about 20 to 30, which sounds so silly with a number that big, but we used to have like 20 to 30 always in that 90-day grace period. Like, we didn't have anybody dedicated to membership either. It was somebody who ran a bank or somebody who ran the AC company, you know, like this was their volunteer time. And so it gets to have 12 at the 282 number is very great. We're very
that's
excited.
terrific, yeah.
I think we're seeing the benefits on both the chamber and the
Oh,
EDC of having people that are dedicated to those organizations. It is a huge difference.
Game changer, sure is. I agree.
And our events that we have coming up are we do a breakfast for all the new employees of Whitehouse ISD, and all of our members are able to put a swag item in there that's included in your membership. We provide breakfast. We have giveaways that we do that day. It's just a great way to say welcome to Whitehouse. These are the businesses that are proud to support you. These are the businesses that will be working alongside you. And we've provided breakfast, giveaways. Just knowing that this is their very first day to like step on the Whitehouse property as an employee. They've signed their contracts, they've done all the things, but this is their first day as a paid Whitehouse employee. And to be like, all of these businesses love us. You know, like they're spoiling us on our very first day, on our very first hour. It's a great thing, and it's always been really good. The last couple of years we've added more to it, and it just makes it better. But again, we want to go for that community. We want them to know these businesses are here. These are the businesses that are going to be partnering with you to support the First Ladies and support your education foundation grant. Like they want to give the $100 to help, you know, forward your items. So it's a very, very exciting day, and we're about to launch Christmas on May as well.
That's great.
Yes.
Do you know what this new generation learning center is? That like a child care thing?
It's right next to Tyler Metro Church on 110. So it's definitely
It's been there for a while.
a school
Yeah.
that serves Whitehouse. It used to be locally owned, and then now it's owned by like a business in Houston, I believe, called Fractal. But they have multiple learning centers. But they had been with the chamber previously, and then when they changed to the new owner, they were like, "Oh, we're not super, you know, interested in things like that." And the new director was like, "No, they really want to be a part of the community." And I was like, "I love that."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
Katie was like, "We definitely need to be a chamber member. We definitely want to offer things to the community."
I'm glad to see Ben Franklin,
Yes, I am too.
my neighbor across the street.
Well, good. Fair enough. Any questions?
I'm just happy my company paid the bill.
Yay! They always do. I never have to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't want to see Encore.
Encore's never been on there. You're good.
We pay up early.
Yes.
I think you've done an amazing job, and I appreciate all that you do for the community, and again, for coming today.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
And I will say, Susan is amazing.
Yes, she is.
She's
She is
done
amazing.
fantastic. And I was like, "Hey, I need to go here." And she's like, "Oh, I actually need to go somewhere else." And I was like, "Well, what if we both, you know, we're like, what if we just go together?" We were like, oh, "What if we just always go together?" Because we're both businesses that serve the businesses. So we're like, oh, we can make a segment out of this. And then she was like, "We could put together some swag bag items." And I was like, "You do have so much great swag."
Great swag.
Yeah.
And
So,
you know,
it's been
it's small,
great.
but it means a lot to
Yes.
the people who are
Yeah.
receiving it.
Yeah.
I think it's more powerful together than separate.
Oh yeah, and that's what we were like. How did we've been working side by side and going to different places and doing different things. We should just join forces.
This facility has made that
Oh,
so
connection.
much.
This facility is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Y'all are doing
Y'all tired of us bragging on you?
God, it's fine.
It's
like,
I'm afraid we're getting off
There's a
topic
parade
though.
at 3.
The Knicks and then the White House. We need our own, what was it called, Canyon of Champions?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't know.
we
I
can
don't know
create
what
the
that is
ticker
either.
tape.
But I do want you to know that like Susan gets to be Employee of the Year, and I also get to be Employee of the Year every year.
Yes.
So I don't want y'all to forget about those
Always
plaques.
important.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
Employee of the
good
Year.
point,
I know.
yeah.
It's so exciting.
Of course, you know what I told Leslie when we hired her
Love
as city manager.
Oh.
You're doing a great job, but the bar was really low.
Do you know?
Listen, I
I've
love
said
that.
before,
Yeah.
as someone has asked me about something. I was like, yeah,
You're really
I'm new
rocking
at
it.
this, but I think I'm doing okay. But you know, the bar was really, really low because there wasn't an EDC director before. So I think whatever I do is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
great.
You are setting the bar.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah,
setting
you
the
could
bar.
flip
Yeah,
that
you are
around
the
and
bar.
say,
You are
I
the
am the
bar.
best that has ever been here.
You were right.
Are y'all gonna share our Christmas float as well?
We run the Christmas. We run
She
Christmas.
runs the Christmas.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love you listen. We can get those directors on there.
Let's see. Do y'all
Oh,
want to be? A
Guess
Christmas
what? We
club?
have a great. I don't even know if this is legal, but like we have a great theme for our Christmas parade. I can say that because we're.
You're
Opening it
on
up.
the agenda, yeah.
There were a lot of things, and then we were sitting in a meeting, and there was this very wise man who came up with a fantastic,
Oh, yeah.
a fantastic one,
Very
and
wise man.
immediately the entire room was like, "That's
Yes.
it."
That's
Because we've had like Winter Wonderland and just some great like Hallmark feel, themes. And then we were like, we can't make it work. Like we want like a Texas thing. We want like something that just feels like community. And then someone said,
Great American Christmas.
and it's the 250th anniversary of America. And we were like, yes.
So
And they're
Awesome.
sending out the Christmas in July.
Yeah. So it will go
Yeah.
out to chamber members and returning vendors on the 23rd, which is Monday. And then it will hit Christmas in July on July 1st on Facebook and open to people that have not registered yet. So
How appropriate during the year of our
yes.
250th.
I was like, I'm only going to Tom now for everything.
All the
It was
No,
fantastic.
I once in a lifetime.
Yeah, that's
Something
one for this
that's worth-
year.
He's like, I took 2026, you're 2027.
In that
Yeah.
same theme, we're excited to say that there's going to be live reindeer.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
No
have live,
stinking
yes, we're
way.
having live reindeer
On the
only
Friday evening.
Friday night.
Oh
Friday
my
Well, there's no food trucks and
gosh.
stuff, yeah.
Live reindeer.
That is just thrilling.
So it
And then a
each
barbecue
year,
the next day.
yeah, each year it just gets so.
Oh, no
Sorry.
barbecue.
There will be barbecue. It just
No,
won't be of
just
stuff.
not the reindeer. The reindeer go back to their
I'm so
home.
sorry.
They go back to their
I
home.
almost just tried to drink this cup. It was gonna be great.
Just call it caribou the next day.
Okay, I think we need to move along,
Very
Charles.
Okay.
I need to go.
We kind of got off the rails, but Lord forgive us and
Great American Christmas.
Great American Christmas. Yeah. We have an executive session.
Yes, sir.
So we need to close the regular meeting. The time is 12:58, and we are adjourned.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Bye. Can we close this?
Yes, please.
Kind of let that get out of control. But I'm
we should be back on.
Okay. The time is now 1:08. We have returned from executive session back to the regular Economic Development Board meeting. There is nothing to discuss as a result of the executive session, and therefore at 1:08 we are adjourned.
Here, here.